got another short one for you guys tonight, and I really just want to talk about the reveal that Spyderco released this morning, and the video that Eric Glesser did with Knife Center, talking about the new knives that they're putting out for the first quarter of 2021. And specifically, I want to talk about one knife that they're doing, and you guys can see it sitting right here, the Paramilitary 2. So they're going to be doing a production version of the PM2 with a crew wear blade and brown canvas micarta scales, which is fantastic. I think that's something that I know I've been hoping that they would do for a long time. A lot of people have asked for. I know, some other YouTubers have been looking forward to this. So definitely a cool thing that they're going to put out for us, and I'm definitely digging that. But they changed it on us. So they're going to actually make this new Crewwear PM2 with full liners, like you see on the Sage here, which I'm sure that'll make a lot of people happy. Some people like a heavier knife, like who is it? I think Metal Complex. He prefers a little bit of a heftier knife, and some other people do as well. Some people like the idea of this being a little bit stronger with full liners. And, I get that. I don't necessarily agree with it. I think it's fine the way that it is. But nonetheless, they decided to do that because micarta is not as strong of a material as G10. And I know I personally made some micarta scales for my Para 3. And when I put them on my Para 3, it actually bows them out a little bit in this section right here. And maybe Spyderco noticed that as well when they started making them for their Paramilitary 2. Or maybe they did some testing on it and found that it didn't hold up quite as well as they wanted it to. Maybe that cracked it pretty easily in comparison to the G10, and they just didn't think it was a good idea. For whatever the reason, they're going to go with full liners. And I sort of feel like that was a missed opportunity here to really show us some love and make a better version of the Paramilitary 2. Whether they wanted to completely upgrade it or not and call it the Paramilitary 3 and update the scales, maybe put a deep carry pocket clip on here and fix the issue with the lanyard tube, being compressed into the scales and making it very difficult to take the knives apart. They could have done a lot of different things, and still can do a lot of different things, and eventually do a constant quality improvement update of the Paramilitary 2. But even if they didn't want to go that route and they just wanted to make an upgraded version, I feel like they could have did that too. They could have simply changed this and put some contoured scales on this, made it thicker, or made it like the Shaman. The Shaman looks like it has contoured scales on it, but it actually doesn't. What the Shaman has is thicker scales that are milled. The texture's milled off the top of them. If it comes with texture on it, I'm not sure, but it's milled flat on the top, and then they take a large radius tool and just mill a large chamfer or a large radius all the way around the edge of the scales, which makes it look like it's a 3D contoured knife, even though it's not. So I feel like they could have did that with this. It would have been the perfect opportunity to, even if they just wanted to do that and call it the the PM2 Supreme or something like that, the PM2 Enhanced, whatever kind of catchy name they wanted to use. I think that would have been the perfect opportunity to do that. And, it would have made a lot of people, I think, happier than putting full liners on there. And it would have kind of showed us some love. Spyderco, love it or hate it, is, pretty drastically increasing their prices every year. And, if you look at this reveal for the beginning of the year, there's a lot of new knives on there, but mostly it's just, new options for the same knives that they've been putting out for years and years and years, with new steels for the most part, and maybe some new color options. But for the most part, it's just the same knives recycled over and over and over. So what do you guys think? Do you think that they should have upgraded the Paramilitary 2? Do you think they should finally do a constant quality improvement complete update of this knife? You think it's time, or you think they could have just made a contoured scale version for this particular example with the Cruwear blade and micarta scale? I think it would have been awesome, and I think it would have been a lot better, and it would have made me, at least personally, a lot more comfortable with the inevitable $200+ price tag that knife is going to have whenever it comes out, I imagine, at least. So anyways, curious to hear your guys' thoughts on this, and yeah, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.